Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Ew! I've never heard you do that voice before. What the hell?
Yeah, I've never heard that either. It's not happening again.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I did.
Who was that?
I don't know. I
Who
think
was
Nathan
this?
possessed me.
Huh?
Are you ready to record?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So earlier, I found a post called Regarding Twilight Sparkle. And it was a DM sent from someone to a Brony artist, right? They draw My Little Pony.
As they
Not
do,
safe
as
for work,
Bronies
My
do.
Little Pony, right?
Yeah.
And I had to inflict this story on Kuri, and so now we're here doing
so
a
how
reading.
long? How long is this? If it's taking a whole video?
It's not that long, but it's a DeviantArt DM. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paragraphs. So it's like
Not that bad.
it's like a star test essay.
Yeah.
Do people
like
know
an
what
average-
the star test
average-
is, or is that just a Texas thing? So yeah, I figured why not read this, because I don't think I would consider myself a brony, because I was in the age demographic of whatever My Little Pony, whatever I found it.
Yeah, the thing is with me, like with me, My Little Pony, I was like, I liked it when I was younger, and then I got older and I was like, psh, this sucks. But like, whenever my younger sister would watch it on the TV, I'd like secretly watch it behind her. I was like, oh, really?
I mean, it's a solid show. I can't get clowned on for liking My Little Pony, because I pirated it whenever I was like 10. And I watched it at that age. And around that same time, I also found my way to 4chan and would stumble across like beheading videos.
Yeah.
Unrestricted internet access be damned. I'm a well-adjusted individual.
Oh yeah.
Also, hi, we got avatars. Well, I do. Kuri's just kinda... there.
He's not my current wife right now. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god. But you...
Make another one.
I don't want to do that right now. Alright. Time to show you the post in all of its glory.
Yeah, that's fine.
I sent you the very first paragraph to read, and I felt like...
I'll be honest, I was at work and I didn't even read most of it.
Alright, let me read it out to you. Regarding Twilight Sparkle to Kevin Sano. Dear Kevin Sano, this may be the strangest message you'll ever receive, but I do hope you'll take the time to read it and consider what I have to say. To put it simply, I would really appreciate it if the next time your birthday comes around, you would request that your clop artist friends who like to give you sexually oriented pony art as gifts draw some pony other than Twilight Sparkle for you.
Okay. The reason I asked this is that Twilight is my fiance, and we're planning on getting married next June or July, should everything go as planned, financially speaking. And yes, I have actually found a wedding chapel that will let me marry someone that most people would consider a fictional character. Before you go thinking, this guy is either completely crazy or just screwing with me, please hear me out on this.
What do you mean, financially speaking? You're paying... What? Who's taking money to marry someone to a fictional character?
I really, really hope that, like, this actually happened and he has, like, a cardboard cutout of Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, it gets better than just a cardboard cutout, dude.
Oh, no.
I like to believe that whatever he's saying, like, some people would consider a fictional character, like Chris Chan's just in the corner.
No, this guy actually believes in Twilight Sparkle. Like, I don't consider.
Who's taking take that money and get help?
Yeah, you could probably use that money to get a therapy.
Yeah. You see, I'm totally head over heels in love with Twilight Sparkle. I have been for about 11 months now, and at this point, I'm in a committed relationship with my Twilight. By that, I mean, I don't date anyone else, I don't sleep with anyone else, and I have zero interest in having any kind of relationship with anyone other than the mare I adore. I love her with all my heart, and I'm 100% committed to that love. To express my love in a real, tangible way, I have a beautiful, handmade, custom Twilight Sparkle plushie that I can hug, kiss, cuddle up in bed to go to sleep with at night, and take out on the town to do all the fun things together that normal couples do. I take her out to eat at nice vegetarian restaurants. Vegetarian specifically.
Well, no, because they're the vegetarians. Like, they very specifically
eat hay and daisies.
Yeah.
We go shopping together. I take her out for coffee. We do social activities together, like hanging out with friends, seeing movies, etc.
I would love to be the person in the restaurant, like, oh yeah, can I get a table? And I walk
in. A table for two.
No. I'm going out alone. I'm eating alone by myself, and I walk into the, I'm at my break break from work. It's like, oh, I need to get a quick lunch, so I walk in and I see this dude eating with his Twilight Sparkle, and like imagining him like holding the food up to her mouth.
Do you think that guy commissioned that piece of art of the dude eating with Twilight Sparkle, and he's like, "Excuse me, that's my wife"?
I wonder if this is what people think I'm like. Or any self-shipper are like.
You're aware that
yeah, I'm aware that they're not real.
Fictional. This dude knows what he is, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Completely crazy, yet he's somehow still trying to be in denial about it.
And it's just weird. This is just entirely weird to me because, she's a horse.
A unicorn, I'll have you know.
She's a fucking
She's a pony.
She's an alicorn dickhead.
Just 11 months and you're already marrying her.
Well, yeah. He's head over heels.
I guess. No time like the present.
I talk about her as if she is Twilight, because to me, she very much is. When I look at her, I see Twilight Sparkle. When I talk with her, I'm talking to Twilight. When I hold her in my arms and kiss her, there are no doubts in my mind that it's the mare I love, whose lips are pressed against mine. She doesn't have lips. And every morning when I open my eyes and see her head on the pillow next to mine with her gorgeous violet eyes staring back at me, I can't help but wonder how I ever got to be so lucky as to have a partner as smart, funny, and beautiful, and all around wonderful as her.
Just those dead, threaded plush eyes staring at you in bed as you wake up.
Like, dude, you made a plush. She didn't choose you. You made her. And then, like...
Do you think anyone's walked in on him just making out with her on the couch?
I mean, I think he's definitely doing this in public too. So at least I think some people have had the misfortune of this. That plush is like filthy. I know.
I just
like with too many things.
I'm kind of concerned how he said like go to sleep with at night. Like,
I mean, you got plushies, but.
Yeah, but I think he's doing a little more than that, and that's just...
No, yeah, there's a reason he couldn't just buy a plush. Let's be real. He could just buy... He had to custom make one for a reason.
I think this is worse than the Rainbow Dash jar.
Yeah, at least it's contained.
Yeah!
Jar.
Rainbow Dash is contained, Twilight is out.
It's just plastic. And also it's just plastic.
Yeah.
Why Twilight's a plush?
All my friends and the people who know me well say that my love is a thing of beauty and quite admirable. But from the outside perspective of someone who doesn't know me, you're probably going, wow, that's pretty damn crazy. And wondering why I don't just go get a real girlfriend.
No. A real girlfriend would never date. No, real girl would never date you.
The truth is, I've had plenty of real relationships and sexual partners in the 27 years I've been around. A few short relationships, one that lasted 7 years. And a total of 6 different sexual partners. So my love for Twilight isn't out of lack of real-world intimacy or relationships. I just fell in love with her, and my heart didn't give me much of a choice in the matter. Brother, you made her!
You fucking made her.
She doesn't have a choice. She doesn't exist.
No. She's a plush. She doesn't content.
But you know what? I'm totally happy with my love and my relationship. It may seem weird to you, but it fills me with joy every single day of my life. And I've never been happier. So what if it's weird? If it makes me happy and doesn't hurt anyone, then where's the problem? I don't think there is one, and anyone who knows me well will tell you the same.
I mean, it is weird, but like he is kind of correct. At least at this part of the thing, it is his own personal life. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants. It's weird, yeah, but like I guess do what you want.
He is actively going out of his way to message someone to get them
That's the bad part.
To stop drawing Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, that's the bad part. This is where like no one would fucking care if you didn't make anybody else's problem.
Also, notice he says all my friends and the people who know me, but he doesn't mention family.
Oh no, yeah, this dude's parents do not love him.
This dude's parents are crying in the corner, wondering where they went wrong. Your friends are either enablers or they are worried about you, but do not know how to bring it up.
Now you're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this and how it concerns you. To you, I'm sure Twilight Sparkle is just a cartoon character you think is really hot. So I imagine you wouldn't think anything of having your friends draw like sexually explicit art of her as birthday gifts for you. And hey, I think she's really attractive too, so I get where you're coming from here.
Oh, you do?
I often go on e629.net and Rule 34 to see what new erotic art people have drawn of her, but to me she's more— Why do you go out of your way to want to do this? If you're getting mad at it! But to me she's more than a cartoon character who's sexually attractive. She's my fiance, who I love with all my heart, and my soon to be my wife. So it's been bothering me lately every time I go on those sites. What are you going on there then? A dozen or so pieces of art people have drawn depicting my girl in various sexual situations with the same person over and over, and that person happens to be you. It's stop looking! You can literally not look!
Make your own art!
Yeah!
He probably can't draw.
No, like, either make your own art or don't look at it. You literally are going out of your way to these sites to fucking do that.
Okay, can we take a step back and go back to the previous paragraph where he talks about a 7-year-long relationship he had before?
Yeah, the thing is, that's interesting because like he says like, oh, it's not a thing where it's not that the world sucks. I just love her. It's like, I'm pretty sure that this dude got his heart broken and like.
Yeah, this is his coping mechanism.
Yeah, this is his coping mechanism, and it went way too far.
Either he had like a 7-year-long relationship, had like a few here and there, gave up on love and chose Twilight, or he had the few relationships first and then finally settled down, and after they broke up, he chose Twilight. Either way, it's just, this is a completely healthy way to cope with heartbreak.
Or maybe the person broke up with him because he was weird about Twilight Sparkle, and they're like, no thanks. Also, wait,
oh my god!
The fact that he dated someone for 7 years and he's marrying Twilight Sparkle sooner
after 11 months?
Yeah, after 11 months, that's very funny to me. I don't know.
Oh my god, I just realized that he's been dating Twilight for a month, so he was around 26 when he started dating her, which means that the 7-year relationship at the latest started whenever he was 19.
Whoa. Wait, so you know how— oh shit.
Because he tells you has been alive for 27 years. This man's almost 30 and trying to marry a horse.
So
a fictional horse.
He's been with Twilight for, it was 11 months. So he was 26, and I mean, that's reasonable for like having a partner since you were 19. I mean, I guess that's reasonable. And then but yeah, having like, ending a long relationship, that's definitely where it all went wrong for this guy. I don't want to like peer into this dude's life, but also like, man, you gotta get some therapy.
Do you think he went to went to jewelers and like spent like $1,000?
It's possible.
Is that what he meant financially? Before the loan sharks get him?
I just want to think, like, because he thinks this is real, so he actually proposed to this horse, and I just, like, he proposes, he hears silence, and he's just like, oh my god, I can't believe you said yes!
I feel like it gives off the same energy as those TV shows where they take out the inner monologue. Don't get me wrong here, this isn't a jealousy thing. This isn't a jealousy thing, I'm just pissed off that you look at my girl with in a sexual manner. It's not
fair.
I'm very secure in my relationship. That's why I have to date an inanimate object.
Yeah.
I know without question that Twilight is just as faithful to me as I am to her. She's actually sitting on the couch next to me reading while I type this.
Yeah, you know what? She is faithful. She'll never leave you. I'll tell you that.
She can never leave.
Oh my god, wait, I'm just imagining where, like, this dude is, like, imagining, like, she's breaking up with him. He's like, no! And it's just, like, he's just imagining a breakup from her, and it's just fucking insane.
He's just on the floor, fetal position, puddle of tears around him, sobbing to himself, and Twilight's just on a stool. How big do you think the plush is?
I was thinking it was, like, fairly big, but I have no idea.
I was thinking of, like, what if a small child's toy? She's very real to me, and I know she's not sneaking out in the middle of the night to go have kinky sex with some famous artist.
So you think other people think she's real? That's why they're drawing her like that?
If this isn't bait, if this post isn't bait, this dude is delusional. Get some help, please. And I do respect your talent as an artist, and an artist's creative freedom to draw whatever they want. That's cool. What bothers me is that in all these birthday images you've been getting, Twilight is always depicted as if she was your sexual plaything, drawn wearing a collar with your name on it, or with a speech bubble saying something that would somehow suggest she was your property. Actually, she's property of Hasbro. Yeah. And I know quite well that Twilight Sparkle is not your plaything, nor your property. She's my fiancé. So that bugs me a bit.
What does this guy expect? Like, she's not real. Why would people know? Like, does he think that he's gonna watch this show and he's gonna be like, this guy is my fiance, by the way? Like, no! No one knows what the fuck you're doing because you're a freak and you should keep it to yourself.
Did he really think that this would move this artist to, like, not do this anymore?
It'll definitely make them think about something, about what the fuck, who's actually looking at their art, I guess.
What I find really loathsome, though, is your penchant for degrading my partner, both your art and the fine art you've been receiving recently. Twilight is a sweet and fairly vanilla little mare who I treat with the utmost love and respect, and she definitely does not deserve to be portrayed as some kind of sexual slave who likes being dressed up in sleazy attire, wearing a collar, getting sodomized, and having her face ejaculated on. She's not into that kind of stuff, and the fact that there's someone out there in the world, such as yourself, who would desire to treat Twilight that way, and have his friends support and validate his desires to demean and mistreat my partner by drawing pictures of him doing so, really does bother me. I don't take any issue with people having kinky sex as long as both parties consent to it and enjoy it, but I know quite well that my Twilight has no desire whatsoever to be treated like that.
To be fair, seeing art like that fucking sucks. That art is awful. I hate seeing that. Like, sometimes I am a kinky bastard, but, like, I do not want to see that type of shit. Especially with the characters. Like, they want to do that! If you're gonna sexualize my character, do it right!
He's insinuating that they're,
real.
Sexually assaulting her.
Yeah, which is... yeah.
Because
I guess in his mind it's somewhat real. Because they're drawing drawing art like that of a real person. I guess. In his eyes. I don't know, it's fucking insane.
I think my brain is compartmentalizing right now. And I can't think. I'll be honest, I only read like the first 3 paragraphs before I sent this over.
Yeah.
And like decided to record. Yeah.
So next year, when your birthday comes around, keep in mind that Twilight Sparkle isn't just a lifeless cartoon character to be objectified for your sexual gratification. She's the partner of someone who loves her very much, and by that time, their wife. So both myself and Twilight would greatly appreciate it if you'd pick someone else to request erotic art of for your birthday, like next year. So like they do that for Fluttershy, and then they get the same
you can
DM
violate
from
any of
somebody
the other ponies against their consent, just not my little pony.
else. Twilight is the only one that's real. The other ones are fake. Why would you even think they're real? And then like
she's not even I just realized this post was made before she was even a princess. So this was before season 3? Damn!
Based on the very large amount of ponies you draw art of, I imagine there has to be many other ponies you find sexually attractive. I assume you'll probably just dismiss this message as the ramblings of a crazy person and likely ignore it. But if by some chance you do take what I have said to heart, well, we'd appreciate it. I would really love if they put like by their name their name and then Twilight. In
regards blanket Twilight, and like the plushie's just talking over her shoulder. She's like, yeah, say we'd appreciate it. Yeah, you get him, babe.
I feel there's gotta be more.
I don't know. I didn't find anything else. I just wanted to read this one.